Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to Too Much Tech. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at three mouse pads. We got the Equate, the Equate Plus, and the Aqua Control Plus, all from XRayPads. Huge shout out to Lethal Gaming Gear that actually sent me the Equate Plus for free, and then they gave me a discount on one of the other pads. But thanks to them for helping me out and making this video, because it's kind of expensive to buy all these mouse pads, and I've bought enough mouse pads so far this year. Probably have 3 or 4 more coming in from like group buys and stuff, so those usually take a while. I got a problem. I'm doing it for you guys, okay? So we got different stuff for the unboxings, for the B-roll, for the reviews, you know what I'm saying? Trying to switch up the looks for you guys. And instead of using something kind of lame, mouse pads, they got more than one purpose. 2 birds, 1 stone, gaming performance, aesthetics. Like these XRayPads, all of them have a killer aesthetic, and that's actually like one of my favorite things about these XRayPads. The performance depends on which one. The performance is really good or not so great, and we'll talk about which ones I like and I don't like. Let's go down the list though. Let's talk about the one that I like the most in terms of performance and design. And my favorite, of course, is going to be the Aqua Control by XRayPad. This one is the ROB Strata design, so it's got like purple and orange and red. It just looks really freaking good. And this one is going to be the fastest mouse pad out of all of them. So if you want speed and that's the name of your game, this is going to be the pad for you. I've been testing quite a few different mice on this. I got the Endgame Gear XM1 with Tiger Arc 2 skates, and yeah, it glides like really smooth. But in terms of like everything else that I've been using too, I've been using a Death Adder V2 Mini. I've been using the Viper Mini. Actually, I pick that one up every once in a while. The Ultralight 2 with the stock skates, no aftermarket skates, and then the Death Adder V2 as well. And on this one, I have not really had any problems. This one is probably, I would say, the number 2 or 3 fastest mouse pad that I've used. But this one actually has like a little bit of a coating on it. Only thing I kind of have an issue with is I feel like over time, if you game quite a bit, this coating might kind of wear down a little bit. So I think what's probably going to happen, you'll use it probably for like 6 months to a year on this side. This coating will probably start to fade a little bit, and then you'll probably have to end up flipping this mouse pad around a little bit to the other side so that you can, you know, use the coating again. So I'm curious to see like what this mouse pad feels like when this coating is gone, because it works just fine now. I have literally no issues with it. It's super fast. It's actually pretty comfortable too. Like the coating, it is a little bit on the rougher side, but if your hand is planted, you don't really feel any abrasion. And then while I'm using the mouse pad, there's not really much abrasion. I wouldn't call it an irritation. It's more of like a tickle, I guess. But anyways, without getting sidetracked, this mouse pad for sure is my #1 favorite out of the 3. Now next we are gonna move to the Equate, just the standard Equate. And this mouse pad is kind of like the stark opposite of the Aqua Control Plus. So this mouse pad is noticeably slower. There actually isn't a coating on this mouse pad, or at least it doesn't really feel like it, or there might be like a very minor amount of coating on this mouse pad. But this one is noticeably slower, and even though they're all 3mm thick, this one for some reason feels a little thicker. I don't know why. Like when you press down a little bit, it feels like it has a little bit more give on the Equate. Maybe it's because this mouse pad doesn't have that little bit of a harder coating on the top, so it just feels a bit softer. That's what I assume it is. But on this one, aesthetics wise, we got this little galaxy design-ish going on, and I like that quite a bit. They do come in a few different sizes. All 3 of them are 3mm thick, but they come in either the XL or the extended version. So the XL is 450 by 400, which is pretty standard in the gaming industry as like your bigger mouse pad. And then the 2XL is going to be 900 by 400. But using this mouse pad, it is definitely noticeably slower. I would say it's a little bit more comfortable, a lot less abrasive than the Aqua Control Plus as well as the Equate Plus, because they both have a similar coating on it. But we'll get to the Equate Plus in just a second. But this one, it's not bad. I think it's okay. It's not my favorite out of the 3. If anything, this one is my least favorite. And for some reason, when I go over the top of it, it feels pretty decent. It's not bad. But when I go over this part that's got like the galaxy design, I feel like it's a little bit slower right here. So that definitely seems like maybe something to worry about. It's kind of weird, but my mouse doesn't really go down here. It sounds weird, but I don't really go to this part of the mouse pad very often, so it doesn't really bother me a ton, but that's just something that I noticed. So if I ever flip this mouse pad around for any reason, I do think that this might bother me just a little bit, because it feels different right here than it does right here. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. I love this design, but it just feels slower right here, like even slower than it does right here. This is definitely going to be more of a control pad. That is 110% the case. But yeah, maybe this is just like a manufacturing defect on mine, but I doubt it. It seems pretty perfect to me, but just this right here feels kind of weird, and this feels slightly faster than it does here. And then we've got our final mouse pad, the Equate Plus. So the Equate Plus is also going to be a little bit more of a control mouse pad. This one, there is definitely a bit more friction going vertical and horizontally, especially horizontally. Vertically, it's not that bad in terms of the friction. Like, it does feel a little bit slower than the Aqua control, but not a ton. Horizontally though is a different story. This, I would say, is, if I had to put a number on it, maybe 15% slower than the Aqua Control Plus is kind of how it feels. But this one is going to be a good middle ground between the two. If you like this design better than you do the Aqua Control Plus, I wouldn't say that the speed is a reason to get that one over this one, because they're comparable. They're not the same, but they are very comparable. I do like the little swirlies and stuff like that they got going on. It looks really cool. It's definitely different if you're doing like a black and white setup, or like black, white, and red. This will look super sick. But yeah, this one is definitely like a good middle ground between the two, and it's gonna be a lot faster than the standard Equate. You're gonna get more control than the Aqua Control Plus, but not any of the sluggishness that I kind of felt with the Equate, with the different spots and the design and all that stuff. Maybe I'm crazy again, but I just think that it felt kind of weird when you got toward like the star part of the galaxy. But this is pretty comfortable to game on too. Honestly, out of all of them, I had no issues gaming with them for multiple hours at a time. Like, my wrist didn't feel like weird or anything after gaming with them for quite a while. And I did have a really good time using all three of them, but especially the latter two I liked quite a bit more. Now, between the two sizes, unless you got a really small desk, I would never pick the XL over the 2XL. This one is just the perfect size for this mouse pad. I won't say perfect. I actually do wish that they were just a little bit taller, because for some reason I normally have like my hand up here on the mouse pad, so I got like maybe this much vertical space to work with for the most part. And I feel like if it was maybe 500 millimeters instead of 400, that would actually be better for me personally. Maybe you don't need that much space. Maybe you just shift your mouse pad up on your desk more. Like, trust me, I know. But right here, I kind of just wish I had more mouse pad, because it's just more comfortable for me personally. I know I'm probably not the only one out there that feels like that too. So if you do, let a brother know, because I know I'm not alone. Huge shout out to Lethal Gaming Gear for helping me out with this video as well, because these mouse pads aren't necessarily cheap. So they actually hooked me up, sent me out one of the mouse pads, and they gave me a discount on another one to make this video a lot easier to make. And yeah, I appreciate it quite a bit, because I spend a lot on mouse pads this year. Yeah, I'm trying to make as many mouse pad videos as I can, because it seems that you guys are pretty interested in them, and trust me, I got more on the way, don't you worry. But alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to check out Lethal Gaming Gear as well. Huge shout out to them for helping me out with this video. They have more than just mouse pads too. They actually recently just started selling the XRayPad mouse pads. That's a big thing, because they're the first in the States to be able to sell the XRayPad mouse pads. Before, you had to go through another side and ship it internationally, and it was like double the price of the mouse pad. Like, it was kind of ridiculous. So I kind of strayed away for the longest time, because I'm like, well, I don't really want to pay 60 or 80 bucks for one mouse pad, you know what I mean? And on top of that, it would take like a month to ship, so I'm good. Lethal Gaming Gear came within a week. Super cool with that. They also sell other stuff too. So before they started selling mouse pads, they've just recently started selling paracores with 3D printed tensioners right here. So that's cool. And they also sell mouse feet and mouse switches too. So if you need anything in terms of like modding your mouse at all, they pretty much have everything that you would need. So check them out. Their link is in the description below. Huge thanks to them for helping me out and making this video possible. But if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment below, or join the Discord, where we talk about tech and stuff like that all the time. You'll get sneak peeks to new videos and stuff like this. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. We actually got a giveaway going right now in the Discord. But thanks so much, you guys, for tuning into this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you in the next video. By the way, want to let you guys know that we are giving away a Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition, as well well as some HyperX keycaps. So we'll be doing this giveaway as soon as we hit 30,000 subscribers. Just want to say thank you guys in advance for all the support that we've been getting. We've been growing like crazy and just want to do something special for you guys to give back. So to enter into this giveaway, all you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and join my Discord and look for the 30K giveaway channel, read all the rules, and go ahead and place your entry. So best of luck to all of you, and thank you again for all the support.